You are missing the sheer weight of this morning because when he explicitly states that any and all damages done to ships will be paid for by Iranian money, it isn't just a tweet. It is a direct assignment of liability that forces every shipper in the region to reprice their exposure instantly.
Your panic is adorable, Mara. When he claims we are going to hold Iran responsible for major military punishment if they shoot at ships again, you think markets tremble. They just shrug because the last time someone promised that level of retribution, nothing happened and everyone went back to lunch.
That is a dangerous game with words when he ties the approval of a civil nuclear deal directly to Saudi Arabia joining the Abraham Accords. Linking non-military nuclear facilities to geopolitical alignment creates immediate uncertainty that capital cannot ignore, regardless of your statistical denial.
He says it is subject to conditions, and we are not opposed to civil, non-enriched nuclear facilities, which sounds like a conditional handshake, but let's be clear. Markets treat these nuclear non-stories with the same indifference they show his complaints about voter registration.
And you cannot ignore that he is amplifying the headline Jim Jordan sends Jack Smith Criminal Referral Justice Department. Because signaling a federal prosecution of a former special counsel creates a specific legal volatility that ripples through defense contracts and intelligence sectors alike.
He asks if there will be justice at last, with two question marks, which is the rhetorical equivalent of screaming into a void. You are trying to find signal in his emotional punctuation, while he just posts about House panels accusing people of lying.
You call it noise because you refuse to see that declaring the Houthis act very responsibly until they start it up again creates a binary switch for regional stability. When he says major military punishment will be inflicted, traders are not ignoring the possibility of escalation.
He expresses disappointment that they have acted professionally and now call them surrogates. But your interpretation relies on him actually having a coherent strategy, rather than just reacting to two ships being shot at last night in real-time drama.
The fact remains that he is explicitly controlling the narrative by stating these damages will be paid from money we control, turning a geopolitical dispute into a financial settlement mechanism that moves capital faster than any formal government report ever could.
You are blind to the reality that when he posts about holding Iran responsible for proxy actions, and then immediately pivots to nuclear deals with Saudi Arabia, the market sees two unrelated soundbites, not a coordinated global strategy shift you are so desperate to find.
Your dismissal of his fair and equitable threat is what blinds you. When he puts himself on record saying Iranian money will pay for damages, the timing alone forces institutions to hedge against that specific claim becoming reality tomorrow.
You are missing the point entirely because, when he explicitly threatens to bomb infrastructure near Tehran, it forces a reevaluation of global risk premiums regardless of how many Arizona victory posters he floods into the feed. But today's posts are just him yelling about shipping lanes and nuclear deals with zero follow-through.
That's the show. We're on Spotify and YouTube if this earned it. Like, subscribe, tell a friend. And housekeeping. The machine that writes this gets tuned constantly for cleaner news. The numbers are real, the jokes are not.